Okay. So this is night number 6. I've got a cold like crazy. So yeah. Let's see. Oh shit. Let's see. There's like nobody online, but that's all right. I'm not worried about it. I do my thing. Sick or not. It's my philosophy, right? Well, samurai philosophy. Not too worried about it. I uh I don't feel that bad, but I know I'm tired. I know my throat's scratchy, cough, dry cough, like sniffles, pressure in my head. It's good stuff, you know. Actually, I don't mind being sick occasionally. I I believe that it's to a certain degree it's good as long as you don't get too sick, you know. Um, oh, I don't know where that just fell from, but whatever. I I'm sick. I got tissues everywhere, but it is what it is, right? I I don't know what y'all want to see tonight. I hope my art doesn't get too boring, and my crazy wisdom or whatever you want to call it. I don't know if you want to call it wisdom or not. If it helps people, sure, I'll call it wisdom. If it don't, well, it is what it is, right? So I'm going to start with some art, but you know, we'll see what happens tonight. I have written out a poem because my computer, I don't really get everything going. Like my life's in just a disaster. So I hand wrote it out. If people show up, I'll ask them if they want me to read it. I haven't memorized it. It's a poem I wrote a little while ago, like a month or so ago. One of my better ones, I think. I don't know if everybody agrees or not, but it has a lot of my heart in it. Whatever. Um, hey, what up, my friend? Um, so I thought I'd share that one with you if you guys wanted me to, and then I don't know, not much, man. I got a cold. It's scratchy, pressure in my head, but I'm here. Like I was telling before you got here, samurai thing. Whether you're sick or not, you do it. You just do it. So I'm doing it. Went to work today. Didn't miss work. Now I'm doing my thing. So what's up with you, man? How you doing? I hand wrote one of my poems to read. What's great to hear that I didn't miss work and that I'm here doing my thing, even though that like I'm sick and all that fun stuff. Oh, good. My day was pretty busy too. I had a little break in between work and being home. What'd you do all day? Work or did you do something else? How often do you do the producing thing, man? Oh yeah, I always hang in there, man. It it's in my makeup. I don't quit school and work. How much longer you got in school? So you do the producing thing every day, or school and work every day, or both? I until May. Nice. Then you graduate. Is that your bachelor's or your master's? I only have work and then now trying to do this. But until producing is the only thing you have to do. Yeah, that would be nice, right? Oh, bachelor's, that's good. That's good. I'll be proud for you, man. Oh, you double majored. So you'll be having double bachelors in May. Cause that's freaking awesome. So what is it in? Like, nice, very nice, man. Were you doing? You weren't doing that when I was down there, right? So you're kind of doing what I do, minus the music. Well, I'm even trying to do music. So man, we're a lot in common, aren't we? Music and pre-vet. Mechanical engineering is going to take you far, dude. Like, you should see the stuff that I know now. These machines that I work on, holy shit. You'll be doing something a little different though, maybe. I mean, you could do what I do. You'd be a high class grease monkey, more or less. You'd build fast cars. You can do that with that, that's for sure. Do you have a company in mind that you want to work for, like a brand, or are you just gonna do it yours? Try to make your own brand, because that'd be sweet. The Jav Mobile. I like building stuff too. I don't really. I guess I don't really technically build anything though. I install stuff, but and uninstall stuff. Stupid cold, dry cough. Love it. We'll do both, man. Like, I mean, most of the time, like, even if you you could get into my field that I'm getting into, and with your degree and everything. Well, yeah. I mean, I have to put them together, but it's more or less like take it out of the box and slap it together kind of thing. It's not so much I'm building it from the ground up or designing it from the ground up. Oh, I did. Uh, I drank my magic potion, dude, to sound this good. I didn't even know if I was going to go live tonight because I was feeling so cruddy a little bit ago. But I drank my magic potion. And a lot of people cringe at my magic potion, but it works, man. I put a teaspoon of cayenne pepper, a teaspoon of black pepper, cumin, turmeric, and I'm missing something. Oh, paprika. Magic potion, man. Goes down hard as hell, but it does what it needs to do, man. It's a great cure all. Lowers blood pressure. It's good for your liver. Liver. Cleanses your blood. Helps with digestion. That's why I call it my magic potion. Helps you breathe because the cayenne and black pepper lowers inflammation in the body. It's hard to swallow, but it works, right? I should start putting it in a pill form or something for some people. I don't know. I I take that to avoid other stuff. Yes, it does. I my magic potion can stop a heart attack. Did you know that? If you ever know somebody's starting to have a heart attack, you mix a teaspoon of cayenne pepper in water and make them drink it. It stops a heart attack a lot of times. I appreciate it, man. Yeah, You do what you need to do. Get her done. Get them good grades. I look forward to seeing the Javmobile or, the music producing. Like, I'm going to go on your YouTube and check it out some more. Everybody, you should go check out Jav the Ripper. He's pretty hot. Hi, Emily. How are you? You never knew what? Which part? The cayenne pepper thing? Is that what we're still talking about? Absolutely, brother. I'm glad to have you always. Take care and get 'em. Go get 'em. Yeah, cayenne pepper. Teaspoon of cayenne pepper and some water. It can stop a heart attack. There's doctors that are starting to use it now. Yep. Don't know what it is for sure, but so, anyways, you go get those grades, brother, and I will talk to you again soon, hopefully. And so, yeah, I guess maybe I'll get to the drawing, or I don't know. With this cold, it kind of muddles my head a little bit, but that's all right. I don't mind. Let's see, where was I? I don't want to just read a poem for, I don't know if live is showing that there's nobody here now, so if you're still here, Emily, I appreciate you stopping in, but it looks like nobody else is here, so I'm just going to go about drawing, and we will go from there. As more people stop in, hopefully, I will see what everybody thinks about me reading a poem. As long as I don't cough my way through it. That's likely to happen. So, yesterday, I left off. Still working on this one. I know, I'm boring, I'm slow, but it's getting along there. I don't know how easy it is to see. It's kind of not the best in the world to see on this little phone, but you see where I'm at. And like I said, that's the original. So, actually, where's my blending stick that I've been using? Because I'll need that here in a minute. I'm not seeing it. Oh well, time for another one, right? I think we're just going to go for one of these little guys. Because I think that'll blend better. What do you guys think? I think that's the ticket. I think that's going to smooth out my colors here. Which is exactly what I needed. I should have been using this one all along instead of that little tiny one yesterday and the day before. But I figured I needed the smaller one to get the more pressure in a more focused spot. I'm sorry I'm so like bleh. But can't really help it, you know. Sick is sick. But at least I'm here doing a new passion of mine. Believe it or not, I like talking to you guys. This is what I want to do. I think this is part of what I want to do the rest of my life, is to be here for people, whether it's doing this or spreading the word that, if you need somebody to talk to or whatever else, that, there is somebody here. I'm going through a lot of stuff right now. mostly in here. I can't seem to get that straight, but I will eventually. It's only a matter of time. But I've never been through what I've been through, so I don't know how long. Well, I shouldn't say I've never been through what I've been through, but like not to this magnitude. You know what I mean? Like it's like a build up. Leaves me wondering about myself. Like, did I. No, that's not a good way to look at it, really. It really isn't. I don't think I. I mean, yes, I did something, to people. I did something, but did I really do something, like, extraordinary outside of the norm? I don't know. I don't think so. I think that's just something that happens, Um, we don't always have control. We never have control of what other people do. So it's always up in the air as to what's going to happen with anybody. So we just kind of got to hope for the best, right? But you never want to let that heart go and get hard and cracked and bitter and stagnant. You never want to stop loving. You want to learn to forgive, and you never want to stop loving, because when you stop, I've seen people that were just bitter as can be, and it is not good to watch somebody, especially when you've seen them before it all happened, and then they get like cranky and crotchety, you know what I mean? I'm sure you've probably seen it. Holy mackerel, my Instagram's going crazy. But that's okay. Hang on, let me see something here. Just seeing, I'm looking for somebody, but I don't see. Let me see if I can find. Oh, there's. I'll send that to her. Done for now, cause I don't know how this all works. I'm just trying something new and learning as I go, right? That's what I always do. I just kind of do it. Just do it, like Nike, I could probably get in trouble for copyrights or something right there. I don't know. But seriously, man, like if you ever want to do something, you just do it. Buddhism tells you that even if like you want to change something about yourself and you really want it to change, you just pretend to be it, right? You pretend to be it. It's not really lying, because you want to be that other thing. And this concept worked for me. Here, I'm snotting up again. Gotta love it. Sorry. Cold season. Anyways, worked for me. So you pretend to be that new thing. And I suggest start it out slow. Find a small step in that direction and change that about yourself. Even if it's just pretending. Like anytime you catch yourself not doing that thing, correct yourself. Maybe just in here even, or go back and fix it. There's wonders to be had with apologies and being polite. If it's something interpersonal, if it's just something that you didn't do, go back and redo it. Redo it the way that you want the new way to be. Don't sit back and just be like, "Oh man, I didn't do it again." No, fix it. Fix it. Just like the one thing that I always pride myself on in a concept is, if don't hire a man who doesn't make mistakes. Hire the man that knows how to fix them, right? Because the guy that's never made a mistake, if he makes a mistake, which he will, because he's human, he's not going to know how to fix it. There's that word again, fix. But the guy that knows how to fix mistakes, he's probably made a lot of mistakes. And he probably figures he's going to make some more mistakes, right? We're all going to make mistakes. We all mess up. We all trip and fall. But you got to be able to pick yourself up, dust yourself off, and keep on going. Just like if anybody caught my post from yesterday about my hurting inside, that didn't go away today. I still had a very high level of hurt inside me today. And I have a cold. I went to work. I did my job, despite being sick and hurting inside, which is the samurai thing for me. Early on, I'd say probably 2003, 2004, I really pushed into that samurai realm of where this is what I want. This is what I want for myself. So that's what I did. I started to emulate the concepts of the samurai, and I'm still not perfect. I was like, okay, 03 to 19, that's 16 years, right? But I've gotten to the point where I do consider myself a samurai. By the very premise, one of the very premises of one of the master samurai, right? Miyamoto Musashi. I can't get in trouble for copyright on that one because he is long since gone. It is unfortunate for the world that he is gone because he was a true master. Many of his friends reportedly so. He's disputed to be the best swordsman that was around in Japan, but nobody's perfect, right? That's the whole thing. Here's this guy that's revered, won 63 duels in his life. I think it's 63. Never lost a fight. Never lost a sword fight. But that's how it works, right? Some people get lucky. I would imagine that skill and luck and confidence, and courage will get you through just about anything. So if you train regularly with whatever it is that you want for your life, which is kind of that pretending thing, train. You can't pick, if you've never lifted a weight in your life, you can't pick up a 100-pound weight and go, right? I mean, that just doesn't work. You gotta practice. You gotta pretend. You gotta pick up that 10-pounder. And it might take you 5 months to go up to 15-pounders. But the point is, it's that practice and reinforcing that good behavior that you want out of your life. That's why I'm where I'm at now, right? As far as certain parts of in here. Some people would say that the way that I'm willing to show my emotions with the tears and the, being upset and the hurting, and I'm willing to tell people that it could be said that, that would be anti-samurai. That would be a critique. But I disagree. The reason why I disagree is because a samurai does anyways. Tears in your eyes or not, you do it anyways. I don't believe you have to hide who you are to be something great. I think that you should absolutely show who you are. That's just my thoughts. That's my take on it. And you're welcome to disagree with me in any way, shape, or form. I welcome it because you're different from me. And that's okay. Free will is our, sorry for you atheists, God-given right. We gotta do it. We gotta do the free will thing. We make choices, right? But you've got to pretend to be whatever it is you want to be, or you'll never make it. A phrase that I don't like that's associated with that is fake it till you make it. I'm not proposing to fake anything. what I propose is to take a piece of something that you're capable of doing. Like, uh, pretty much everybody's capable of swinging a sword. Just don't hurt yourself if you decide to do that. I recommend to practice sword first before you try actually swinging a real sword. But just the repetitive nature of constantly repeating emotion will create something within you. And especially if you think about it and you meditate upon it. Also, um, like, make yourself get in the habit of being polite. That's a samurai thing. Politeness. Courteous. Respect. Um, it's easy enough to do, right? Somebody does something for you, thank you. Can you please do that for me? I know it seems simple, but if after a while you just do it, you don't even think about it anymore. Um, Fear. Now, courage and fear, that's a whole other thing, right? Everybody thinks that fear is the opposite of courage and vice versa. That's not exactly true. You can't have courage without fear, but you can have fear without courage. So they're not opposites. They're not truly polar opposites. But courage is the ability to have fear and press on anyhow, not just to be vacant of fear. I'm fearless for the most part. Like last week when I wrecked my Jeep, I didn't even freak out like when it happened. I don't know what allows me to do that. There's been other situations where, most people would have freaked out doing something like that. Or having the situation like. But something about me allows me to not freak out. And so I don't have that. I don't know if it's from the meditations that I used to do or the survivalism training, which I think it kind of started before the training myself in survival and the mindset of survivalism, um, which really in our primitive state, more primitive state, in like the Stone Age, Paleolithic time, that wasn't survivalism. That was lifeism. This is how we live. We go out and we trap and we hunt and we build fires by a bow or a bow and a I can't think of the name of it right now, but you know what I mean. You're rubbing sticks together. I've done that, by the way. Um, I've used magnifying glasses and all that fun stuff. Um, this summer, I'm probably going to do it solo. I'm probably going to, build up to being solo because it's hard to find people that want to do that kind of thing. It's not like they just right around the corner. So I think I might have to push myself and break out of the norm some more because my norms, I don't have any normalcy in my life anymore. So why not step outside of more normalcy? Um, Probably one of my biggest fears is crowds. That's a real phobia. I don't even consider phobia and fear the same thing because it doesn't feel the same. Because I still get affected by fear, but my brain and my body react differently than most people's do. Like I don't jump most of the time if somebody startles me. Um, in fact, sometimes I'm prone to just striking because I have practiced martial arts and with sword and things like that. So my natural instinct is to defend myself. Fix my pillows here so I'm a little closer. And then, but I get to react. It gives me time to react by not panicking and sinking into fear. And I recommend everybody do that. But phobias are a whole other matter. Phobias create like an anxiety thing. And I have crowd anxiety, right? You get me into a crowd of people, like in a city or in a room that has a lot of people packed into it, and my heart just. And it's not fear because, at least not the way I know it, because fear doesn't really make me do that. So to me, it's a totally different thing. But this new job that I have to travel, which means I have to drive. Well, there's people on the road. They're just in big metal boxes that are dangerous. And so it kind of wraps into that, you know? But I'm doing it. And I haven't been in any real populated areas yet, but everybody laughs at me because, oh, Franklin Oil City, well, there's people that drive through there all the time. It freaks me out. But I think I'm slowly getting better by stepping out of my norms. We'll see as it goes along. It'll be a process. I'll probably keep you guys informed on how that all goes, right? It may inhibit me from being able to do this job, but I'm not going to give up just because of that. And I'm not doing much drawing today. I feel like complete butt. But I am able to talk and things like that. I don't have anybody with me today, so I don't know if people want me to read poetry. I'd rather wait until there's a few people on to ask them to see if they want me to read. And by then, maybe I'll have it a little better memorized. I don't know how well I'd do, especially if I get a coughing fit in the middle of it or have to sniffle and because my nose is running. You want to help me catch it? Because it runs really fast sometimes. Right? Cheesy, corny joke. But you got to step out of your comfort zones sometimes. Sometimes it's good to hunker in your comfort zones, especially if you've been going through some rough stuff. But when when you don't have a comfort zone anymore, that is the best time to branch out because your whole life has just been turned upside down. And I'm a creature of habit, like big time. Like everybody is, but I really am. I like to work with my habits, but I don't have any habits right now. So it's a really good time to rebuild new ones, right? So that's what I'm doing. I am seeking to find new ways of habitualizing, this is part of it. Believe it or not, if my words have inspired you in any way, shape, or form, my words have also been inspiring me. It's probably one of the biggest honors in my life when I have somebody that tells me that I inspired them, or keep going with your work, or that's a beautiful story, or that poem's awesome. Your poems are beautiful. That is the biggest honor in my life. When people tell me the weight that I lost last year, that inspires them. Man, there ain't nothing like that. That is the best feeling one of the best feelings in the world. I can't say it's the best feeling in the world, because I know of a few others that are better than that, but it is a great honor. And I love hearing it. Not because I want to pat myself on the back because I'm the greatest guy in the world. I'm really not saying too much more of what other people have said. Different words, certainly, but I'm saying it in a different way. I'm able to reach a different set of crowd, or a set of people, It's similar to Edmund Burke, who said, the greatest evil is the indifference of a good man, or something of that nature. You get the idea. And then Martin Luther King Jr. Said something along the lines of that too. I can't remember his quote off the top of my head. I've only seen it once. But it's very similar in nature to what Edmund Burke said. I apologize for not remembering Martin Luther King Jr.'s. I'd look it up right now, but it would mess up my phone. And it would stop my live feed. So that's not going to work for us right now. But I do know that he said something very similar. And I don't know if he did it intentionally, whether he reworded it or not, but it reached a different group of people. Edmund Burke was, I think, in the 1800s. Martin Luther King Jr. was in like the middle of the 1900s. So, you know, totally different demographic, totally different mindset. Um, Back in the 1800s, not everybody ever heard even that, or ever even heard that. Um, Probably in our time, not too many people heard about that saying of Edmund Burke. I know it because of Boondock Saints, the movie. They say that in the original Boondock Saints, and I had to look it up because it intrigued me. Uh, so it's not like I'm saying anything different. I'm just saying it in a different way. I'm hoping to reach people. There's a lot of people out in the world today that are hurting, and I hope to be able to lift them up. If my words can do that, I'm doing my job. I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. Here on this planet, I am helping people. If my words don't, if my actions don't, then I'm failing to a certain degree, but I'm putting forth effort and I'm learning. I'm always learning to improve. It's what I do. I spend my life trying to make myself better and trying to help other people be better. I have faced criticism that I'm trying to change people and I'm manipulating them and everything else. It's not that. I want people, I don't want everybody to be the same. But there are certain standards that I feel, yeah, everybody should have certain standards. Moral integrity, you know? Like if you accept a job, do it. If you if you marry somebody, if you make a promise, if you make a commitment, do it. Don't half-ass it. Don't. A friend of mine today, she called me. She was in tears, and that hurts me. And there's nothing I can do. Literally, she lives a considerable distance away. My vehicle is currently not in the best of shape in the world. I need to do a few things to fix it yet. And I'm using the company vehicle right now because I'm going from home to the job site tomorrow. So I can't just drive that distance and go see her. And it makes me hurt inside knowing that she's there and I can't be there for her. And it's not a romantic thing. She's just a really good friend. But even my friends that aren't really good friends, even people I don't know, I don't like to see anybody hurt. Because I know what it feels like to hurt. So when I see somebody hurting, I reach out to them. And maybe I'm not the best at reaching out, but I do. I reach out to try to let them know that they're not alone. That there is somebody that's offering to help and be there for them. I've got to apologize. I am getting beat. All this talking with my lungs being like, yeah. But I think I'm going to be able to stick it out today for you guys. And I should be feeling better tomorrow, so that should be no problems. Typically, I kick colds pretty quick. And I know how my body goes through a sickness, and I think I'll be a lot better tomorrow. I'll probably still have a cough, maybe still be a little runny nose, sneezy, but I should be a lot better tomorrow. But tonight I think I'll go to bed early. I normally go to bed 11, I get up around 4:30. I don't sleep much, my brain don't shut off. Like this morning, like I woke up before my alarms at like 4 o'clock, and I wanted to go back to sleep, but I couldn't. I just laid there. And so I got on my phone and started looking at shit. Because that's just what I do. My brain just doesn't like to shut off. And, it's like the whole um, multiple browsers going. That's what my brain does. It just constant, go, 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 go. And, so that might be why I'm so odd. I don't know. I think about things so much all the time. Good stuff, bad stuff, in between stuff, stuff I want to do, stuff that I plan to do, stuff that I don't have time to do, science. But I encourage everybody to like think and think and think and think. Miyamoto Musashi says, think lightly of yourself and deeply of the world. There's a lot of things out in that world, man. All kinds of things. And I can assure you, because I don't even know. I've studied a lot of things out in the world in my lifetime, in my almost 40 years. But I don't even know how to tell you that there are things out there you're missing. And I don't mean the things that you can't just see to travel and things like that. There's so many more things, because you can't possibly go out there and see everything. Reading, studying, it has expanded my mind to a level that every time I find out more, every time I learn more, I realize how much little or how much less I actually know by learning more. It is the most ridiculous thing in the world. I don't know, I'm rambling. I think it's because I'm kind of tired and I'm sick and I don't have anybody here to talk to on live. Give me more direction. So I'm going to stop talking about myself and rambling, and I'm going to do some drawing, and hopefully I will get somebody on here and give me some direction on to what I can talk about or whatever else. I still didn't make it very far, but it's a work in progress. That's what it all is about, right? All of it's a work in progress. We all have things that we're trying to do with our life and make our life better by doing it. And just like every time I draw something, every time I write a poem, it gives me new perspective on things that I already know, things that I've learned. Teaches me things that I want to learn. Oh, I didn't know about that. Huh. Well, maybe I should learn. Just like reading a book and you get to a word that you don't know. Do you just like pretend you know it and keep going? Or do you reach for a dictionary like I do? Because I'm ridiculous. Brain never stops. I think that's why I don't dream very often, is because my brain is too busy thinking about things that went on during the day. It's almost like it's still learning. I dream I might dream no more than 10 times a year. And I normally don't remember them very well. I might remember like somebody that was in it, or something that I did in it, but I don't typically remember my dreams very much. I don't remember the whole thing. I'll remember bits and pieces. But then the next day that I go to do whatever I was doing the day before, or even maybe a week from then, like I do that thing that I was doing that day better. So I think my brain's thinking about how to make it better while I'm sleeping, and it's keeping me from dreaming. I don't know if that makes any sense. It's really weird. And sorry about that text. That text was actually from my friend that is in bad spirits today. She just got the poem that I wrote for her today to try to cheer her up. And that's not the poem that I was going to read today, though, by the way. I wrote that for just to, because I'm a good friend, I guess. Try to be. Not always a good friend. I try to be. I don't reach out. That's one of the, like, things you do as a friend, right? You reach out, ask for help. You want your friends to reach out to you, so you need to reach out to them. And I'm not good at the reaching out part. Not because I don't want them around, it's just because I don't know how. Don't know how to do it. I hope she said it was beautiful, the poem, but I really hope she liked it. Normally, like, I don't know if people hear my poems the same way I hear them in my head or not. That's why I think I want to get into reading my poetry, or maybe not reading it, but spoken word, because I don't know that people hear it the same way that I mean it to. I don't think everybody studied poetry. At least I haven't studied poetry like some people have. Like, I couldn't tell you, like, I don't even know what they're called, that makes them, you know, rhyme or whatever. I know there's syllables and things. Like, I've written haiku because it's 575. 5 syllable, 7 syllable, 5 syllable. At least I think. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's how it works. And so that's what I think. There's a metering system in poetry, but I just kind of roll with it. I've made poems that rhyme. I try to paint a picture with my words, just because I'm a visual person. I'm a very visual person, like almost photographic memory, which they call automatic recall. Or no, is it automatic recall? I don't know. Either way, it's kind of like photographic memory. Mine's not quite there. I'm not quite that good to have like perfect, like absolute recall. There we go. I don't have absolute recall. But I can tell you, I could sit down here, or I can sit right here, and I can draw. I could draw those pieces of machines that I put together today with relative accuracy. Probably not exact precision as far as measurements, because I didn't measure everything. I didn't have to measure everything. And not only that, but it would be infringing upon copyrights and patents and things like that just would not be cool anyways. I'm not allowed to show you a picture that I take from work. I'm not allowed to show you a picture anybody else takes from my work, which is unfortunate because what I do is really freaking cool, I think. I wish I could videotape half the stuff that I do just so people can see what I do. Because them factory machines make just about everything that you use. Your cars, your boats, your planes, I saw an engine today that was I could sleep in the thing. It's insane the things that these machines can make, and then we put them together. Well, we don't. We don't put the stuff together that they make. Somebody else does. Chevy or Mopar, or it's all over the place. Something that you use every day was made in a machine similar to what I work on. Maybe I'm not going to make it. I think I got about 10 minutes to go. And I'm pretty kicked. I'm going to try. Ugh. Talking while having a cold really wears you out, let me tell you. It's probably good for my lungs, though. Strengthens them. I'm good with that. I like that. Yeah, man, I'm just getting tired. Oh. Should be better tomorrow. Maybe if I drink some water, it'll soothe my throat a little bit. That might do the trick. Oh. Some people might think I'm crazy because, like, I'm pushing through all this. But this is who I am. This is what I do. It's how I'm able to do half the things I'm able to do. Just because it's like, oh, I don't know how to do that. And then I make all the mistakes in all the world. And then pretty soon, I'm able to do something new. It's impressive. I think everybody's capable of it. It's not just me. I think people stop themselves more than anything because for whatever reason they think that they can't do it. I hate that. Oh, I can't do that. Well, maybe you can't. Have you tried? No. I don't even think it's possible. Man, do I hate that. Because everybody is capable of a lot of things. We're not the most intelligent animal on this planet because we're not capable. We're not the only animals on this planet to make tools, but we are the only animals on this planet to make metal tools. Of course, chimpanzees don't need metal tools, but I'm sure if they found one, they'd know how to use it or figure it out or be able to use it for something. I watched this video one time of a crow that was using a rock to, I think it was a rock, to break something, like a nut or something like that. It's pretty cool. It's amazing that animals use tools too. There's too many times that people are like, oh, animals aren't smart. Animals are far smarter than we give them credit for. And it's unfortunate we don't give them credit. Like, I watched this documentary, and I don't know if the whole documentary was about these elephants, but I watched this documentary about, I don't remember exactly where. I know I'm pretty sure it was in South Africa. They had this group of elephants that they went through, and it's real sad because they killed all the moms, took all the baby males, or all the babies, and they rounded them up into this park. And the males, when they turned to adult, they were very aggressive towards people and everything because they they watch their moms get killed by people. I'm sure you get it. You'd be mad too, right? Well, they didn't forget. Well, they had a learning process that they did. They brought in these older males from another place that didn't experience all this bad stuff. So when they integrated these adult males into these herds of elephants that were younger and meaner, more aggressive, the big bulls that they brought in, they taught them the right way to be. And that's what I'm trying to do. I'm not saying that your way is the wrong way, because I don't know you. Some of you I might know. But I know that there are things in this world that I see people do that make me hurt, that make me cringe, that they do to other people and to do to other animals, other living things. And it's just mean and nasty. And so I guess part of what I'm trying to do here is I'm trying to be those bull elephants. I'm trying to express to people that they need to be better to other people. And I'm not going to tell you it's an easy thing to do. It's just a matter of swallowing your pride, though. If you mess up, tell the truth about it. I do. And I don't have a problem. Like, I try not to talk about people behind their back because I don't want people talking about me behind my back, but they do anyways. But I'd rather them talk about me behind my back than to my face sometimes. I wish they had the courage to say it to my face so I knew who was saying it, but I'll tell you what, if I say something about somebody and I say something bad, yeah, I'm human, okay? So yes, I make mistakes and I might say something that I shouldn't from time to time. But if it's taken out of context, or if it gets back to the person, and the person comes to me and approaches me and says, "Hey, I heard you said this about me." Yes, and this is why. And this is what I think about that. And I've normally not had a problem. Because typically, if I do say something, even if it's mean or can be misconstrued as mean, it is something that is my honest impression of somebody or something that they did. So I don't have a problem being honest and telling somebody what really I think about them. You know, I might not want to because I don't want to just outright be mean. Nobody. Okay, I guess I shouldn't say nobody. Nobody wants to be mean. I don't want to be mean. Okay. I spent enough years in high school getting treated meanly by people. I don't want to treat people mean. I don't want to make people feel the way that I was made to feel. It's just not right. So that's why if you want my honest opinion, and I have friends out there that will tell you, you know, there are times when if I feel like my opinion, my perception of things is going to make them upset, I'll be like, "Do you want me to tell the truth or do you want me to lie? Do you want to hear what you want to hear, or do you want me to tell you the truth? Because you may not like what I perceive to be the truth here, but you have the option." And even though they agree to it, I've had people get upset with me. And I'm like, look, you were given the option. You asked. Doesn't mean that I'm any less of a friend. It doesn't mean that I don't support your decisions. It doesn't mean that I don't support you. It just means that this is my opinion. And I will still try to support you even in a bad decision if I think that I can. But I'm almost out of time. I'm down to 15 seconds left. Thank you, Javin and Emily, for stopping in. Everybody check out Jav the Ripper, up and coming producer, music producer. And see you next time. Love you all. Thank you very much for stopping in.